Summary of the popular book Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller. Death of a Salesman is a play written by Arthur Miller in 1949. It tells the story of Willy Loman, an aging and failing salesman who becomes increasingly disillusioned and depressed as he struggles to provide for his family and maintain his sense of self-worth. The play explores themes of the American dream, the pressures of societal expectations, and the human cost of the capitalist system. Willy's relationships with his wife, Linda, and his sons, Biff and Happy, are central to the story and reveal the emotional toll that his job has taken on him and his family. Ultimately, Willy dies by suicide, unable to cope with his failures and the realization that his life has been a disappointment. The play is widely considered a classic of American theater and is still widely performed today. Death of a Salesman is widely considered to be one of the greatest plays of the 20th century, and is frequently studied and performed in schools, theaters, and other venues around the world. The play is a powerful exploration of the human condition, delving into the inner workings of Willy Loman's mind and his relationships with his family and colleagues. Willy is a tragic figure who, despite his best efforts, is unable to find success or happiness in his life. His family is also affected by his struggles, and the play examines their relationships and how they are affected by Willy's depression and eventual suicide. The play deals with the theme of the American dream and how it often leads to disillusionment, and how the pressure of societal expectations can lead to disappointment and tragedy. Willy's belief in the American dream is what drives him throughout his life, but ultimately leads to his downfall. The play also explores the human cost of the capitalist system, and how the pressure to succeed can lead to the destruction of personal relationships and emotional well-being. The characters in the play, particularly Willy and his sons Biff and Happy, are complex and multidimensional, and the audience is able to see the inner workings of their minds and emotions. The play also explores the importance of family, and how the relationships between parents and children can be both a source of support and a source of conflict. Overall, Death of a Salesman is a powerful and moving play that explores the human condition in a way that is both relatable and timeless. It is a must-read for anyone interested in theater, literature, or the human experience. Some key takeaways from Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller include: The American Dream. The play explores the idea of the American dream and how it can lead to disillusionment and disappointment. Willy Loman's pursuit of the American dream ultimately leads to his downfall. Societal expectations. The play also examines the pressure of societal expectations and how they can lead to disappointment and tragedy. Willy is unable to live up to the expectations placed on him by society, and this leads to his depression and eventual suicide. The human cost of capitalism. The play illustrates the human cost of the capitalist system and how the pressure to succeed can lead to the destruction of personal relationships and emotional well-being. The importance of family. The play examines the relationships between parents and children and how they can be both a source of support and a source of conflict. The play shows how Willy's relationship with his sons, Biff and Happy, is both supportive and destructive. Tragedy of a common man. Willy Loman is an ordinary man who, despite his best efforts, is unable to find success or happiness in his life. This play illustrates the tragedy of a common man and how the society is indifferent to the struggles of an average individual. The impact of lying. Willy Loman is a compulsive liar, and this habit has a destructive impact on his relationships and his sense of self-worth.